This week's episode is bittersweet.
After years and years of managing the property here at Turkey Ridge, we are chasing our biggest buck to date. What an awesome evening it's been, like Jay said. 5 gobblers, 7 does, and 2 bucks, and 1 buck was a tall rack 8. Shasta let go a couple times last year. She passed on. Jace passed on him today. Jace has got his mind made up on the big white 8.
He gets up before the chickens start crowing. Straps on the 30-06, his overalls and Gore-Tex Rocky hunting boots. He's got a place in mind way back above the pines where the deer stands a hanging. You gotta put up a shut, get your game face on, and let's roll. Hey, 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 bang, 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 let that 30 all ring. Oh, yeah. Hey, 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 let them white tails bleed. Let them do that rough thing.
So this is the Kentucky Youth Weekend. If you're 15 and under in the state of Kentucky, you can hunt this weekend. And it is October the 14th, because yesterday Jocelyn said it was Friday the 13th. Yeah, so today is the 14th. So we're hunting Trump Tower here on Turkey Ridge. We're going after this 8-pointer, the big white 8-pointer that we've had here. He's at least 7-year-old. We believe he's 8-year-old. We've been here 3 years. We've hunted this for 5 years, and when we first started hunting here 5 years ago, he was a 8-pointer then. So he's at least 7-year-old. He's probably 8-year-old. And every year about this time he goes nocturnal, so that's the problem. He'll come out one day, or he'll come out one time in the daylight in a month. That could be 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, could be midday, could be 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening. And just sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. So he's here. We see him every evening. He's in the fields when we come home of the evening. At nighttime, we just got to get him in the daylight, and we've got to be sitting there in the daylight to kill this big wide 8-pointer. But the neighboring property told me last year that they actually seen him during the rut, and they thought he was a different deer, and they let him go. By the time they figured out it was a big, massive 8-pointer, he was basically already on his way out, and they didn't get a shot. Due to the proper management, food plots, nutrition, mineral sites over the last several years, Jace has managed to kill some absolute Eastern Kentucky giants. The Drop Tine 11-pointer in season 3. The Tall Massive 8-pointer in season 4. And the big 9-pointer in season 5. The next big buck on the hit list is the big wide 8-pointer on our farm here at Turkey Ridge. So we bought the property here at Turkey Ridge a little over 5 years ago, and at that point in time, the buck was an 8-pointer. So him being an 8-pointer, we're saying he's probably 2 to 3 year old. So we believe this buck is 8 years old. We wanted to see what this buck would turn into, so we kept him off the hit list for the first couple years. And man, was it worth it. He blew up. He got wide and massive. Shasta had laid claims to this wide 8-pointer. She put in countless hours at Trump Tower, and she passed up several bucks waiting for the big wide 8-pointer to step out, and he never did. And Shasta passing up the first thing that steps out is not in her vocabulary.
Beyond the Bar, presented by Banks Outdoors, is also brought to you by Mossberg, Hawk Optics, Nose Down Scents, Verdict Ammunition, and Banks Blinds.
Where are we at? We're in the second week of October. So it's about 6. Our food plot's been out about 6-7 weeks. I guess where we got it in late, it's not done as well as we hoped that it would do. But anyway, I moved the 600-pound feeder, which is a Banks Outdoor feed bank. Under the edge of the bank, there's another little road comes around, old logging road. That's where we had the feed bank set up. So you had to set up really high or stand up here in Trump Tower and shoot down at an angle. So I moved the feed bank out in front of us, level, on the same level that Trump Tower, our blind here, which makes it a lot better. You're shooting straight out, you're not shooting straight down. So the first part of September, I get the food plot plowed and planted at Trump Tower, and then I move the 600-pound feed bank. I moved it from down over the bank up to the same level as Trump Tower. Now, moving the feed bank really was no strategy other than being on the same level in the same field. It's easier to see the feed bank, and it's just something different. All right, to make things easier and just to simplify it, I'm going to use dates. October the 14th is the Kentucky youth season. Jason and I were at Trump Tower. It's a morning hunt, several hours logged in, no deer. That evening is when we head to the bush, and as you seen a couple episodes ago, Jocelyn harvested a nice buck.
That happened fast.
The following morning, October the 15th, Jason and I head back to Trump Tower. It's a beautiful morning to hunt, but no deer. So we head back to the house for lunch. We eat lunch, lay around now, and then the evening hunt, we are heading back to Trump Tower. We have a few turkeys come through, and then at the last light, we have some does come in, and the does, they like the food plot, and they love the feed bank. The last 15 minutes of shooting light, here comes a nice 8-pointer. And Jace, waiting on the big wide 8-pointer, passes on this deer.
We just got done with our evening hunt. We seen 5 turkeys, 7 doe, a tarak buck, which Mom let go twice last year, and then a smaller buck. At the end there, that tarak 8 came out, and it was getting close to the end of the hunt, and he stayed there for a little while, and me and Dad were getting ready to go, and 2 more came in, a smaller buck and a doe. So me and Dad wanted to get out of there before our 2 big bucks got here, so we didn't spook them.
What an awesome evening it's been, like Jay said. 5 gobblers, 7 does, and 2 bucks, and 1 buck was a tall rack 8. Shasta let go a couple times last year. She passed on. Jace passed on him today. Jace has got his mind made up on the big wide 8. But I tell you, this tall rack 8, Jace, he's nothing to sneeze at. He's a nice buck. But he's gonna be really nice in a couple of years, ain't he?
Yeah.
Jace knew that it meant many hours in the blind and that he may end up having to eat his Kentucky tag, which would be disappointing after having killed 3 Kentucky Giants over the past 3 seasons. However, Jace was bound and determined to hunt this big white 8-pointer. Shot or no shot, tag or tag sandwich. We'll see if Jace's persistence pays off. Well, it's November the 6th, and the bear hunting crews took a couple days off to let their dogs rest and recover. So Jace is off school today and tomorrow for election day, so I'm not for sure why today they took off. But anyway, since they're off school, we decided we just walk on over here to Trump Tower this morning. It's cold, about 38, 39 degrees. And we've had a lot of reports that these bucks are chasing. We've not personally seen it, but we've heard a lot of people saying the bucks are chasing. Well, we did see a buck with a doe last night down off the hill coming in. I guess coming home. So what we're hoping is that the big white 8-pointer may be on lockdown with one of these does that we have coming to the feeder. And if so, he will be with her. That's what we're hoping. If not, we probably won't see the 8-pointer because I still don't have any daylight pictures of him. Jason and I, once again, we're headed to Trump Tower. Bucks are starting to chase, is what we're being told, so we're hoping this big white 8-pointer will be chasing one of these does that keeps coming to the feeder. Less than 30 minutes into daylight, we have 2 yearlings at the feeder, and here comes an 8-pointer. We've got a doe, we've got a 4-pointer. The cold temp has the deer moving. About an hour later, in the back left corner of the field, out steps a buck, and there is no mistaking which buck this is. It's the wide 8-pointer. That's him, Jason. Mer. That happened so quick.
Oh
That
my
happened
god.
so quick.
Oh my god.
That's the big one. That's the big one.
Oh my gosh.
After 8 years. After 8 years. Why'd I jerk my bug? Where'd you hit him at?
I put it right where I was supposed to.
Where'd you hit him at?
Right behind my front shoulder.
Oh, so.
That's right.
Oh, so. After 8 years. 8-year-old buck. Oh my god. That happened so quick. Jason's big buck, Dad, big buck, big buck.
This segment brought to you by Banks Blinds, where memories are made.
He took forever to come across the field, and I mean forever. And then he started to come to us. He smelt something. I don't know if he smelt us or if he smelt one of them does that had come in earlier. But he turned and he started walking towards us, and I was like, oh no, this is over, because he's going to walk past the blind. But then he stopped and he turned around and he went back. And then we got the crossbow up and made a noise, and he turned to leave and had to be like, Mert. Did you see it?
Yes, I'm texting Mom.
Did you see him stop, Mert? And he stopped. Was you using the second one?
Yes.
I heard it hit him. I just don't know where, and he kicked. Where'd we hit him at, Jace?
I put it right behind the front shoulder.
8 years. 8 years. 8 years. That's all I can say. We've owned the property for 5 years. And he was an 8-pointer when we first bought the property. So we know he's at least 8 years. 7 to 8 years old. We think he's 8 years old. But this has been 5 years in the making with this 8-year-old buck. 5 years in the making.
This is the first time this buck has been in front of us while hunting. This is the first footage we've ever gotten of this buck. The excitement is more than me and Dad can stand. I'm crying, he's crying.
The sheer excitement is just overwhelming. After hunting this deer that's 8-year-old, it's been 8 year or 5 years in the making, and Jace just sent a bolt downrange. It looks like a perfect shot.
Is it over?
Oh yeah, there's blood all over it.
The blood?
Yeah,
There
look,
should be blood.
these are normally white, it's red.
All right, pick it up on that end. Don't hit the broad end.
Look down here.
Oh, good.
Look, by touching, I got blood on my hands.
We follow the blood trail straight down the hill to the buck.
Oh yeah, this is good blood. Down.
So it's been about 2 hours since we've shot
Oh, I
this
see
deer.
hair.
It's been about 2 hours since we've shot this deer, so we went back and watched the footage again on the computer. Perfect shot, right in behind shoulder. And this is long blood, so I know he got at least one long, if not 2 longs.
Holy humongous. Oh my god. He is huge. Yeah.
What did he do to his
Look!
head?
I can't move his head. His tail and that horn stuck in the ground.
Good night. I think he broke his neck.
Good night, son.
That is a monster, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's been 5 years in the making right there. And that deer is about 8-year-old. At least 8, if not over. Look at that. The base of his horns is almost as big as a pop can.
Yeah.
You can't get your fingers around it. I can't get my fingers around it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Got 2 back here.
11, 12.
It's a base 8.
But it's an awesome ending and an awesome feeling of owning the property, managing the property, watching this deer grow, watching Jace grow, over the last several years. Jace being the one harvest this buck and having, like I said, killed a huge Kentucky deer for the 4th year in a row. It's just a bittersweet ending. Until next week, God bless.